Copenhagen Wolves, very good team overall with their full lineup, unlike Fnatic. So it's going to be, they're going to have a confident time no matter what, because they know that Fnatic are weak right now compared to their usual form, having their full lineup. But Lille has been on point though with the individual skills. He's got great aim. His execution on the fragging has been really good so far. So that's certainly not to question. But Copenhagen Wolves going in for a quick play here through ramp, able to pick up a single entry onto Pronax. There's more players to find though, and MSL's the man to find them. And they go for this retake here onto the lower site. It's just Flusher and Lille left to try to save this now with a minute left to play, and all of a sudden Copenhagen Wolves decide to switch gears and go up to Hell right now for a drop onto the upper site. And there you go, Lille now, it's on the angle, got no armor though. But, oh, this might be nice! Oh, hey. that was brutal. Lille with the sickest nade, and that could make the difference now, as he's going to pick off some heads as well. Lille, great play so far, going to get the last two really weak here. He's against them both alone, but no, MSL picks up another frag, and that's 3 for him, I believe. So MSL,
I missed,
with a really good start to that round, and that's going to put Fnatic down.
Do you know what this situation reminds me of?
No.
Have you seen Casino Royale?
Yes.
Okay. You know when the American poker player goes to the English one, he's like, "You gotta help me here. I'm bleeding chips." You know, that's what I feel. That's what I feel like. They needed to get all these headshots in a pistol round, but it weren't enough. And Copenhagen Wolves take a significant lead. Lille though with the Deagle, looking to rip some faces off. Also shoot some teeth out of some jaws.
That's a really random reference, I gotta say.
There's nobody to find.
Freeze able to take down Flush on the outside. That's a nice pick off there. You have head armor on some of the players, not all of them. You managed to find one of them didn't. Now we have Freeze trying to find more action here with the USP. And this is great because he's just getting the information for his team, and he's a worthy sacrifice here. Now they know what's going on outside. But look at that, S12 gets caught off guard thanks to the distraction provided by JW. It's not going to amount to too much though, except now we are in a 2-on-3, and with MSL hunting quite low, perhaps with this PT50 and Khan can find some extra damage as they move together though. That's going to make it much more difficult for Fnatic as they make their way once again to Hell to go up the ladder for that drop. And Pronax does find the kill into MSL. Just the 2 healthy players left over now for Copenhagen Wolves, and this has been pretty fantastic. Khan actually is going to find himself a Galil on the outside.
Oh, can he get into vent in time to stop the plant? I think he can. Flash as well. They're going to plant the bomb though. Hunden manages to get it down, that smoke plant. Now things are going to get difficult here for the CTs. 29, 15 HP on these 2 players.
Oh, their positions are too good now. Copenhagen Wolves looking really strong. And look, both playing behind doors. There is surely no way that Khan can actually pull this off now. If they play this perfectly, he should never be able to get a shot in, as they just toy with him constantly. You can see him struggling to handle this situation and just trying to get himself out of here with the Galil and the armor. There you go. That's really smart there by Khan, knowing when he's beat.
I think he's dead. And
no, he can survive here, but it's gonna hurt a little bit. Actually, it doesn't hurt at all, so there you go. It did hurt Hunden though, and Khan does survive, so good job by him.
He did the best he could do in a bad situation.
Yeah, he did. He did the best he could do. So, yeah, are you a Daniel Craig person then? Who's your favourite Bond?
Sean Connery.
He's manly. Manly man.
My poker avatar online is Sean Connery. That's all we need to say about that.
British of Bond, so.
He's the best. Should be Scottish.
So once again, Copenhagen Wolves looking good. Only JW here with a weapon worth noting for Fnatic with the Galil that was saved by Khan. And Copenhagen Wolves slowly working their way in. They got Freeze, who's got the Mac 10, looking to move in first here, to be the bait. And there you go, that's exactly what he does. And the rest of them come in as the cleanup crew, and they have no problems at all. But Fnatic have players in all the right positions at the moment. And once again, Copenhagen Wolves say, alright, well, we're just going to go up the ladder then, and onto the upper side. So it's going to take all 3 rounds to end up like this, in fact. And all 3 rounds also ended up as a victory here for Copenhagen Wolves. Going to get the bomb down. They can try to go for some damage here, maybe get some better guns.
Yeah, they've got next to nothing to lose here. JW has a Galil, but there's no armor on him. Definitely just wants to try and get some cash for later round. He could obviously throw this gun over to somebody else, so it looks like he's going to take more of a passive position and leave his teammates to get some frags in. Lide is just a beast with these pistols. He's finally going to go down to 2 players, but he's topping the board for his team. Again, only round 3 here, but demonstrating some really good aim. JW will survive, as will Pronax, but only with a Mach 10 that he doesn't manage to reach in time, so that was a bit of a faux pas. Could have just thrown it to him after the round. I think they were trying to save 2 guns, but there was not enough time on the clock there.
Yeah, now we get the full buy coming in from Fnatic, so they're going to be able to actually put in a good defense here. But again, it's really a spot where they're going to make sure that they start turning the tides again, because when they get to their T half, it's already bad enough playing T on Nuke. They're playing T on Nuke with 2 stand-ins, that's a whole other story. So, and you can see that they got limited nades here. This is something that Copenhagen Wolves can understand if they've been reading the economy properly, and they should understand how this works by now. They know that Fnatic don't have many nades to play with. You can see that how few they have. Just a few flashbangs now, 1 smoke on Khan to resmoke for ramp right here, and then that's it. No more smokes. So Copenhagen Wolves can play this slow and for picks, but they are down a man. Only moving outside now to get some map control, but there's Pronax over the top of the smoke. Doesn't get a kill. I'm going to flash out for teammates who are on secret. Got 2, I think, in that area who can peek out. There's Flusher from Garage, takes down 1. They get 1 out secret as well, and that is outside, completely cleaned up there by Fnatic. Really well done. Really well done. Just leaving MSL left alive. Can he get any damage done here now with the AK-47? Bomb ready to carry his place, and MSL now after just 1 duel is left crippled, and that will be the end of him. So it's a really good round. Again, that's the reason why. Do you remember when we were seeing that for the first time? I think in December when they looked really good. They would always smoke the outer catwalk, and if the outer catwalk had been smoked in that round, so Pronax cannot see over the smoke, then he doesn't get the information. He doesn't get the flash necessarily, and his teammates don't know what's up, and he doesn't get a potential kill, all for the cost of 1 single smoke, James.
Yeah, bad work if you can get it.
And yeah,
we may see an eco push here to try and get a vent dive. Distraction being run outside, maybe to draw the main players away. Trying to run out of bullets there. I think the last man's got the bomb Massilian. Can he get the plant in time though? No chance. He is up against too many players. Nice idea, but wasn't meant to happen on that occasion.
But the funny thing that I noticed also about when we saw those smokes from that is that the only other team I saw do it consistently all the time. Can you guess which team it was?
The catwalk smoke.
Yeah.
I know Hellraisers used to do the wall smokes on the ground, but they used to do the catwalk one as well?
They actually started doing the catwalk smokes at the same time as well.
Oh, okay.
And I wonder if it's Blade's influence. It must be. But look at that, they're all just going to go for a crazy all-out rush outside. Find Flusher, who's out of position, and now they are on T-Red, trying to push further, but Fnatic have reacted, so they have positions, and Copenhagen will smartly actually fall back. This is really cool right now, because they've fallen back with an advantage on the numbers, left a couple players there, and they can always go for the wall of smokes. But here we go, very brave JW in for a pick there onto Freeze. Gets another one onto SMF, and all of a sudden, oh, there it is, Lida coming in as well. And this setup from Fnatic is explosive outside. They take down all the players. And now it's just MSL left again, just alone. He's found himself in this spot once before, just against a few players on the upper site. And this time it's even worse, he's only got Galil.
Yeah, and the bomb is miles away to Boots. Khan's going to shoot him in the side of the head. That's a closed casket funeral for MSL as Fnatic bring this to 3-3. Money looking very healthy indeed, but it's still very early on, just reaching midway point of the first half. So many rounds for Fnatic to try not to be broken on. Copenhagen Wolves finding themselves on an eco once again. Should have a healthy buy after this round. Let's see if they can get the bomb plant to boot.
Alright, so eco in again. However, they do have 3 rounds already, so that's nice, but...
Ooh, Khan, that is dirty.
Yep, through the smoke. And they're going to get flanked. Knifed, maybe? Oh, I think he wanted the knife, but not going to happen. All right, so 4-3. Fnatic cleaning up a little bit, but Copenhagen Wolves, really, they just have to get 4 or 5 rounds, and they are really fine. They're really sorted. So Fnatic have to try to find a way to avoid that. And Flush is going to pick up the AWP. James, explain.
That does not look like a timing thing at all. So where is JW playing? Because we often see him playing Squeaky, but he's just playing. I mean, I wonder if this is an adjustment because of the lineup. So obviously JW is very different AWPer to Flusher, who I expect will be more solid in comparison. So I think they're just going for a solid AWPer as opposed to a JW style AWPer, because they may not have the support from his teammates that he normally would. Good start here for Fnatic. Lide getting a second frag through the smoke on SMF. Pronax following up with Vasilian after Lide goes down. And this looks like another solid round here for Fnatic. Again, MSL does have the bomb. He could get a pick and a plant here. He's found the spot. Can he find the face? No, it will be Pronax who shoots him and leaves him lying next to a fire extinguisher. Undignified death there.
That's how I would go. That's how I want to go.
Next to a fire extinguisher?
Yeah.
Would you want to be buried with it though? That's the question. Would you want to be buried holding it?
Yeah, why not? Why, you never know when you need one. If you're going down to hell, if you think you're going to hell, maybe a fire extinguisher could be useful.
Do your best,
on the way down. Yeah. All right, so Flusher still AWPing again. That is a weird setup for Fnatic, but I think they're just having fun, as much fun as possible with this as well. All playing different roles. I
really think that the purpose of Flusher playing the AWP is just for being a solid style of AWP, as opposed to the style that JW plays, which would not be fitting for this lineup.
It's just passive angle holding.
It's adjustments.
Adjustments, if you will.
James.
James?
James. They call me James.
They call you James.
Yeah.
That's a funny yoke. All right, here we go. We got Khan once again holding down.
I can't do this.
You can't be party to this. All right, Khan has been holding down Ramp. He's still actually locked down Ramp as well. They can't breach through, but they are finding openings elsewhere on the map. That's a 3-on-3 now for them, as we are seeing outside go to the hands of Copenhagen Wolves. And they still have 38 seconds left to play with, so they can work with this a little bit. You can see them now on upper, these players. And that's going to be the bomb down. Assyrian planting that one. Going to get caught on the side, though, as Pronax runs through the smoke. You don't expect that. Picks up a quick second. MSL left alone again. This time with the bomb down against 2 players. They know where he is. He's opened the door, but what a quick frag on Lida. And Pronax has to try to go for this now against MSL. We've seen this happen. This is very, very classic, this situation. 1-on-1 after plant on new kit.
Oh dear, he's got no time.
So, just going to waste more than enough time and secure the round there. So well done to him. And that's going to be another round there for Copenhagen Wolves. And that's 4 rounds in 10. That's good going for them.
Yeah, absolutely cannot complain. Probably hoping for more based on this lineup, but Nuke is still a difficult map no matter who is playing. So we've got this mixed bag coming out for Copenhagen Wolves. Again, there's a lorry on the motorway, fell on its side, all these guns fell out and they just grabbed them and ran. In the meantime, we have the 4-buy coming out for the CT side. And this time it's going to be JW with the AWP, and he is playing it in the ramp area. And Flusher is just going to be rolling outside with a substandard M4.
Substandard, please.
Well, standard as opposed to substandard. Sounded good. Didn't make any sense.
Sounds like my casting. Alright. So Copenhagen Wolves just buying some time at the moment. Or biding their time, rather. Whilst they allow
what if you could buy time? I think it would break the game.
I think everyone would hate Navi. Okay, so here we go. We've got Pronax on top of how able to defend against this quick upper push, and doesn't seem to smooth this upper execute in from Copenhagen Wolves. Didn't really have the nades behind that, and Fnatic just decided to clean that one up quite easily, as Freeze is going to back away towards Hell. Now, if they don't know where he is, he might be able to cause some extra damage, but it's going to be very difficult to recover this bomb, let alone have a chance to win the round. So damage is really a good objective here as the economy, if we just do a very quick check, definitely could use some dents in it, and they can maybe even force an eco out. If he's able to get 2 frags, he even can recover the bomb. They've all left the bomb, and he's going to get a plant.
Oh, Fnatic.
This is a huge miscommunication here from Fnatic. Freeze gets a quick kill from main, and now things get worrying. Freeze in lobby. There's actually 2 players. He's going to hear them running. Freeze going to find himself. Oh, he gets 2 frags. This is ridiculous now. Flusher going for the defuse. Freeze knows exactly where he is. He's spraying him down, and he's just going for the hold. So brave from Flusher. So brave. But how in the hell, how in God's name was he able to not only plant the bomb, but get 3 kills? James, explain.
I can only assume they expected them all to save. So they all expected him to save. But someone should have been guarding the bomb, at least from heaven. And it looks like an ISIS party in that bomb site.
Someone. We should make a YouTube series. James explains.
Okay, so still a reasonable amount of money on Fnatic's side, but again, it is 6-4, and it's not a good score. And Rec 9 is not going to help things either. Assyrian takes out 2, but he is going to have a bomb landing in his head like it's a basket, which will send him packing. But the man advantage continues here for CPH Wolves. Only Lide and Khan, the 2 subs. What are they going to do here?
Well,
Dan, talk to me. What's going to happen?
Khan is going to go up the ladder. He's going up the ladder,
Talk
James.
to me, Dan.
And he's killing dudes. All the dudes are dying right now as Khan is up on heaven. But he needs more time.
He has got time. He's got a kit as well.
Oh, look at that smooth moves
That was
sliding down the...
glorious.
He slid.
That was a GoPro moment.
Didn't even get any splinters from that. That looks splintery as well.
Oh.
A bit of wooden board. Khan is just trying to play with the... oh, he's got... Oh, and can't take down 100 in time. It's a good effort. But he did dig it down the end. And the problem is that they can't lose rounds like that. Again, the Tech 9, as you said, just rolling up and taking down 2 players around main.
From out of nowhere. Assyrian.
Pretty much.
Tech 9 out of nowhere. Right.
Full buy.
You have to expect Copenhagen Wolves to post a solid CT round. Although, if Fnatic can win the right rounds here, then anything could happen. And again, Flusher with just ruthless aggression. We saw it on the previous map, we see it on this map as well. He's getting the early picks here for his team. They need an early advantage. He is getting naded into high heaven right now.
Zena going to fight back though, takes down Lide. And outside is challenged. Prodax in a bit of an exposed spot, has to fall back away from Cat. He's got no teammates to support him just there yet. So Free's going to make his way in slowly and surely as the smokes are covering. And we don't have anybody in lobby here, so going through main is not really an option. So going to drop down into Khan's position. He's holding secret pretty well there, and Freeze takes down Pronax. It's actually a big frag right now because it's a 2-on-3 in favor of the Danes as they hold their aggression. They have 40 seconds, and in taking down Pronax towards the back, that actually does give them the options if they want to actually go towards A here. So that would actually be a smart choice for them. If they stick together, they can pull this one off. But we do have a player in main. Oh, Freeze caught with his nade out. There's no one there to trade for him. And Khan sprints upwards. MSL able to take down JW. And again, Khan's in this position, but this time it looks so much stronger for him. Takes down the bomb, and now Assyrian is going to give the information to MSL. He knows exactly where he is. In goes the nade. That's good damage here. Oh, and the reload almost caught out there by MSL. But he has to go for the plant, and there is no time.
It's too late.
So Khan has done it, and he's going to try to kill him after the time. But he himself will die. Almost falls down. That would have been awesome. I would pay to see that. I love the ragdoll.
The ragdoll is awesome.
I want low gravity
Ragdoll,
ragdolls.
best assisting actor.
Yeah.
Supporting actor is what I meant to say. JW finally back on the Mag 7. We've seen him play Squeaky with this weapon before. I expect he'll go up the ladder, but where will he stop? He has been playing Hut, I think, as opposed to Squeaky. And indeed, he's going to set up shop, set up camp, get the stove out, bake beans, get some milk on the boil. Oh, that's a bad time to jump down from the hut. Gets naded to 64 HP. Manages to put a smoke down there, which will stop the advance, at least for the time being. Again, Fnatic 2 rounds up, but they should be much further here on the TC side. Khan going to go for a peek. Nobody flashing in for him or anything. Just going to straight walk and have a look towards radio. Going to get taken out, and that's going to give the T's control of the ramp area. You can see Fnatic not even going to contest it. Just going to try and hold what little they have left of map control. Flutter just poking, prodding through those smokes. Not connecting with anything. Copenhagen Wolves still with a one-man advantage. 40 seconds on the clock here as they're just taking more and more map control. You can still see the bomb on the ramp with a supporting player by the name of Hunden. The remaining 3 players pushing towards B. So it's going to be a pincer movement. Fnatic going in for the flank. Can they get the bomb down? That's the question.
Well, they have the player advantage, the health advantage. Do Copenhagen Wolves. Bomb going to be going down. MSL's covered here by his teammates. This is no problem at all. And they get a good post plant. They have long. They have everything. So Fnatic may even consider just playing for exits right now and or even falling back entirely because let's check their money real quick. Boom. They are broke. They're busto.
Where's the cash? Show me the money.
There is no money.
Jeremy Maguire nowhere to be seen right now. They saved these 3 guns. Maybe they can drop for the remaining 2 plays. We shall have to see how much cash they are on the receiving end of and how much Flusher can claim. Not much at all. He'll make a run for it. No more dying on either side. Looking at the money on the CT side, wow, that is ropey indeed. That is pretty ropey. Their money is like the equivalent to eating an entire box of Jacob's crackers and having no glass of water afterwards. Their throats are dry, Dan. They're in need and there's no help to be seen. Last 2 rounds of the first half here. 7-6 in favour of Fnatic. This is like a... I don't know, this is not a nuke score. We're all aware of that.
Oh yeah. This is what we were afraid of as well. And that's a good pre-fire, or rather spam, there by Hunden. Through the smoke, going to pick up one. They're going to go aggressive, picks up Hunden with the Deagle. He's actually been super on point with the Deagle, generally speaking, has led us so far. But down to 13 health, and does get killed. MSL going to roll in to Squeaky, and JW now wants a piece of the action. Going to go in, Squeaky as well. Finds himself MSL. Bomb gets taken down momentarily as all the players are spotted there. JW, I don't think he wants to smoke anything off right now. He just wants to get the kills.
They need the kills. They need frags.
All the frags. And so far we have a bit of a standoff here. Is Copenhagen Wolves very aware of the aggression? What? That was confusing. None of the bullets connected there. That's really weird. It looked like they should go through there, but they just didn't. Either way, JW's last one standing. Looks like Copenhagen Wolves going to pick up their 7th round at the moment, unless JW can do something magical. Unless he can pull out a miracle. So he won't get taken down. Going to lounge on top of the vent.
As they say in Quake, Dan, you are tied for the lead.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Thank you very much.
You are tied for the lead.
You are tied for the lead. We used to say pie. We used to replace lead with pie. And say you are tied for the pie. You have taken the pie.
Where's the pie?
You have lost the pie.
Where's the pie? Who is the pie? Where did the pie come from?
We were fans of pies, Dan.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I'm not gonna go further, please. All right. So there's the scrappy buy coming in from Fnatic as their backs are against the wall here. Once again, just going a bit aggressive, and then, you know, you can see how they've been desperate the last few rounds, running into the basically the defense of Copenhagen Wolves as they just let them come to them. And once again, it's the same story. They're trying to close the distance with these pistols, with the scouts. It's not working out for them, and it's going to be the end of the first half momentarily here. As Lilia snaps the neck of MSL, though, to try to make things happen for his team. Picks up the AK, so maybe, just maybe, they can win this last round.
He needs to throw the AK to Flusher because with only one shot, he can take out SMF and or Hunden with that Deeg right now. Flusher's just rolling on nuke with a scout. It's a sad situation. Lilia demonstrated some really good aim. They are against 3. And they're all walking in perfect unison.
It wouldn't surprise me if Lido was actually top fragging for Fnatic right now. Yeah, he is. Oh, he's tied. He's tied for the lead. With
He is
Prodax.
tied for the lead.
With Prodax.
Ooh.
The in-game leader. Oh!
Ah, so much information. Just you saw the scope gave his position away.
Yep. So 8 rounds on the T side of Nuke. Copenhagen Wolves are really happy because it feels like Christmas for them. They managed to face off against Fnatic when they were not with Crims and not with Olafmeister.
It's a hollow victory though, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
it's an important victory for them because we are in the group stage of
Yeah.
the SLTV. You know, these points, it's not going to win them the whole tournament, but it will go good way, so they can't be complaining.
No,
I feel like Fnatic were maybe a bit too aggressive in the wrong ways towards the ramp area in the last half. Again, peeking coming in without the flashbangs from the teammates, etc. Just the small edges that you need on the CT side.
Yeah. Uh-oh. SMF on the pistol here, going to get challenge falls back. And we've seen this from him before, actually. He's really good with all these set nades. And look at how Copenhagen Wolves react. They're really quick for the rotate. And this is exactly how Nuke works. If you're the CT side, it should feel like, for the Ts, that you're always fighting against 5 players. That's the effect you wanna bring about with the fast rotations that are possible. And Copenhagen Wolves are definitely very good here, and of course this is going to be their pick. We know Fnatic generally on Nuke, it's not really a map for them. They are Mirage monsters, especially, well, when they have their full lineup, that makes sense. But here we go, Fnatic now just trying to find themselves a quick kill as they move through position to position, trying to force rotations, but Copenhagen Wolves now assaulted on the lower site. SMF picks up one, looking to open the door when he hears that plant get dropped. But here it is, he's got the support, and that's a great angle. Finds Pronax, freeze onto Flusher as well. There's 2 players left now for Fnatic. A 1-player disadvantage for them as Copenhagen Wolves look to be taking this one so far. And there it is, the last 2 frags coming in. And a defuse also will follow. So Copenhagen Wolves take the pistol as well. When you thought it couldn't get worse for Fnatic, it just did.
Let's not forget, people, following this game, if this does go 2-0, we will see Fnatic versus Gplay. We'll see if they can get any more of their members back. I believe Olofmeister is sick. Picked up some viruses at land, shaking too many hands. People with bad hygiene, Dan.
I know, it's atrocious. And you know what? Gplay yesterday, if you guys missed it, yesterday Gplay almost beat Envy. Okay, it wasn't LAN, it was online, but still, they almost beat Envy, so that's scary, is it not?
They were pretty damn close.
A Bulgarian team almost beating, arguably.
Fnatic charging through the vents here.
Top 1 team.
Challenging SMF on the ramp area. 2 versus 4. The bomb is not going to go down after all. Flusher is the only one remaining. Ooh, MSL comes up and gets shot back down, whack-a-mole style. Still alive though, but with all of 7 HP. Got to be careful now because SMF, MSL, both vulnerable, and Flusher definitely looking to exploit them.
He just wants to get the damage in.
He's all about exploiting. Hunden on the ramp here is holding the wrong angle. He must not know that his position has been compromised. The question is, will Flusher look in the right direction? He's got to be careful of yellow to his left. You can see he's going to clear that now. Now going to clear his right and take Hunden out, shoot him in the side of the head. 40 seconds remaining versus 3. 1 in the vent area. And I think we may see a second peek from behind Silo. You can see MSL's hiding there. In fact, there's 2 behind Silo, and they all come out at the same time.
I love how they set up for a triple peak. That is really awesome.
That is very nice indeed.
That's the best thing I've seen all day, James.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know what else you've seen all day though, Dan. What are you comparing it to? What's on your tier list of things Dan has seen today? Are you taking notes?
I was in a steam room today. Praise Lord Gaben in the steam room, and that was pretty good. But that was better.
All right. So either it wasn't pretty good, or you're a massive nerd. It is round 18. Copenhagen Wolves with a 3-round advantage here on the CT side. You have to favour them for taking this series 2-0 here against a weakened Fnatic team with 2 subs. Khan and Lide.
And here is the slow walk down long now from the outside. And this is going to be really good if they actually can keep long. They can just like hold down vents as well, get the smokes in the right places. They can make this work. But SMF is in position. In fact, Copenhagen Wolves just generally are in position to deal with this. And already the spray comes down, not letting them in the site. It's a great incendiary there from SMF again, looking close to picking up another. They cannot get in the site. This is buying time for the rotation to come into play here for Copenhagen Wolves. As once again, it's looking good for them. But in comes Khan with 3 frags, one after another. Great plays from him as he goes 1-on-1 against Hunden all of a sudden, out of nowhere. And things just got real here for Fnatic. As there is 30 seconds left, the bomb's down, now picked up by Khan, but he's got to plant it. He has no smoke. So he's going to feel very vulnerable right now in this situation. Going to have to try to bait out Hunden to suss out his location. Or is he just going to go for the hold here? Does bait out initially, and now he's going to have to go for the plant because he's run out of time. Hunden is lurking in the vents, and this is something that Khan knows. Looking for the quad kill, looking for the clutch, and he gets it, Khan! Excellent work by the man. 4 frags, what a save. And Copenhagen Wolves didn't know what hit him.
Yeah, Khan with a huge 4K there, all over that round, like white on rice. Keeping Fnatic in this game for the time being at least. They're going to have the bye versus Copenhagen's dry bye, very dry bye indeed. Just the pistols here, 2 CZs. Not much else going on. The question is, can Fnatic find them, eliminate them with minimal damage taken? Pranak's going to smoke off the ramp, which will allow them to look over to the CT side. But it's going to be Asilian getting the first frag here for his team. Things going to be evened up, and then Fnatic will take the advantage. However, Flusher has to be very, very careful indeed. Pranak's throwing a bomb back just so they don't leave it. Sorry, lose it in an awkward position. Getting the first frag, but he gets tagged down to 3 HP. He's going to move back, allow Lide to clean things up. So good decision making there by Fnatic, putting the players with more health forward. Now that MSL's position has just been exposed, one will get planted very quickly. Battle rages on outside. Flusher will win it eventually. So just about Fnatic getting their way through the anti-eco round. Pronex and Flusher 3 and 6 HP respectively. Going to bring things to 9-10, but still a very, very long way to the top. 7 rounds away from bringing this to a 3rd game.
Yeah, this is actually not looking too bad for Fnatic. If they can keep rounds like that happening off of the back of that awesome clutch from Khan, maybe they can pull something surprising here. But Freeze now on the outside with the AWP, and there goes one. Many more as well. And they might not like the choice to go outside now that Freeze is locking it down. You can see they abandoned Silo straight away. So what would have been a bit of an outside push seems to have turned into something else here as they make their way into lobby. Looking to push SMS position. He's going to drop down again, toss over the smoke, I would think. And Freeze can now try to stop any approach from ramp to hell. So they have a good perimeter set up around the players from the T side here. They have ramp, but they've allowed them to, and they've set up around it.
Yeah, the question is, Fnatic still have like a minute on the clock, so they still have some decision making to do. They can sit on the control of this ramp. In fact, they are going to just completely abandon it, but I don't think Copenhagen Wolves will be peaking too much anytime soon. So it's going to be a four-pronged assault onto the A side here. We've got the counter flashes coming in from CPH Wolves, but timing was off there. Fnatic weren't ready to push just yet, and that's going to give them a strong control of this site now. Bit of commotion as they try to plant the bomb. We've got one player in heaven for the CTs. SMF, can he come up at the right time? Tries to wallbang, but Lide still with 49 HP. Freeze looking to punish movement here, and there's a first frag onto Pronax. 1-man advantage now for the CTs as they try to retake this site.
So they're going to come in and get taken down, and the Cillian, SMF and Freeze clean up the remainder of the Swedish team as we have a defuse and another round for them. And how is the money, James, now after that plant?
2 more I have to buy here for the CTs. I think they may require drops from teammates, so not going to be spectacular. And with only 11 rounds on the board, there is still time for Fnatic to break the CTs and put them back on the eco. And the more they can do that, the better chance they have of taking a lead in this 2nd game, possibly the last game of this best of 3.
Freeze in a very deep position here on the outside, going to find himself potentially the frag, but no, he does get spotted, and that is meaning that he's going to be susceptible to nades now. They all know where to look. He needs support to get out of there. That's really important right now because Fnatic, if they can take outside, and Freeze is a dead man, but going to have the frags coming in, one apiece now. As Freeze is behind the smoke. Again, needs to be careful here. His position is known by Fnatic. As they make their way outside, upper for that quick push. And there is 100 on heaven. So he's able to toss in some nades to get some delay going. But Pronax has main smoked off. He's got his cover. He's going to be able to plant that. And now he's going to put the clock on the CTs. As we have the rest of his team now setting up around him. Things are looking really good now for the Swedes. Then comes SMF from the back, able to take down JW. That's going to be a quick entry to Hut. Pronax has to worry about Heaven, Main, Hut. He doesn't know where to look right now, and Hunden throws death upon him, and that is not a good way to go.
Bomb has been defused.
Looks like he's reaching his arm out to shake hands, but you love your death cams, don't you?
I do. It's nice to have a top-down view of someone who's just been annihilated by a hail of bullets or grenades.
You didn't take a screenshot though.
No, it wasn't a screenshot worthy.
All right.
You need a nice angle on the face to get a screenshot.
All right.
Maybe that can be the next video.
How to take pictures
How to take good screenshots.
of the dead dudes.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
We should tweet them.
It's kind of weird.
All right. 12-9 now in favour of CSGO Wolves. And with that one round, it really puts them more than one step forward to taking this match. Nice clean up there. Golden 13th round now.
Scouts on Khan. Khan used to hate scouts. He used to be super against scouts, but I think he must have changed his mind. Although it's going to JW, so maybe JW is just one really bad.
Well,
So
you mean when you say he hates scouts just overall, or he hates the idea of the
I think he hates
jumping
the,
scout?
I think he used to hate the idea. This is a long time ago, but he used to hate the idea of a scout, generally speaking. But of course, the scout's obviously much better than it used to be.
Scout beast.
It's much better now that it's cheaper.
In previous games, it was completely accurate without a scope in the middle of your screen.
Yeah.
And if you're good enough, you didn't.
Yeah, I
need
love
the
that.
scope.
Yeah, that was really fun. So, just a slow round whilst they wait the smokes, wait up the smokes here, and then they're going to go through for the push, trying to get their way into that ramp area, shimmying their way through those choke points, and they are going to find themselves once again with the control. But we've seen this from Copenhagen Walls over and over again. SMF just drops down, he smokes, and he wanders off into the lower bomb site, and they allow them to take this position. And the rest of his team is going to be setting up on Hell. You can probably see that Freeze will move over there soon enough because there's no cover on Hell. So that if the Seeds go towards Ladder Room, they are going to have a coverage of that as well. So Freeze, there he is. He's got the angle on it. So right now, Copenhagen Walls ready for all eventualities, but it's a quick switch onto the upper bomb site. Here it goes. Khan in with a frag leader as well. The two subs versus Freeze and SMF to try to save this round. SMF on the lower bomb site at the moment.
Oh,
and
so is the bomb.
Oh dear. Oh my god, you never would have expected that. That is game changing right there. 10 seconds left. Good luck, Litter. Going to go straight for the plant. There's no other way because SMF is not going to peek him until he hits that bomb planting. And there it is. Round for the CTs. And SMF, will he add insult to injury? Will he go for the kill? Oh, he got the kill as well. That's brutal. Litter's got no money. What, $13.50? What do you buy with $13.50?
This is a terrible world we live in, Dan. It's a terrible world full of horrible, spiteful people who shoot you after clocks run out. Where's the sportsmanship, Dan? Where's the gentlemanly agreements? Where are the stripy trousers? Where's the tweed? Where's the tweed, Dan?
There is no tweed.
There's no tweed.
There is no tweed. I'm in Counter-Strike. In my third cast ever for Faceit, I was wearing a tweed jacket. It didn't belong to me though.
Really?
Yeah.
You were rolling with a tweed jacket?
Oh yeah, man.
In the filthy streets of London?
No, in Milan.
The filthy streets of Milan?
In the filthy streets of Milan. Alright, so 2 rounds for Copenhagen Wolves, and almost waiting for the go-to lag at this point. That is the indication, but Flash are going to pick off Hunden, and that's going to be a good opening for them. But Ascidian just runs out. He just runs out exposed, does get the trade, and SMF once again, you can see the usual shenanigans from him. Has practiced those angles, and then they go into the Molotov straight on through. They don't care, but Ascidian, he's got long. Look at his position. Picks up the head of Litter, and now they're just going to barrel into him, and they lose another man. So it's all on Fusher now. Oh, sorry, Khan again to pull this one together for his team.
He's got 30 seconds to clutch it out. And this looks fairly unwinnable because Freeze is on ramp and MSL is in vents. So they have a fast rotation. Oh, MSL's backing up, in fact. He is backing up to the A bomb site going towards the hut area. So, oh, he spotted him, but not going to get the better of the shots.
Come on, that's got to be a screenshot. Yes. Oh, I think you missed it.
I got it. I got it.
Oh, you got it.
Yep.
Nice.
It's all me.
That was pretty cool. Khan was just like, got his arm on the windowsill.
Okay, so we're looking. Copenhagen Wolves are on the brink of a 2-0 here. Do you have an opinion of this match?
Well, Fnatic played with 2 subs, so
That's it, really, right?
You can't really have much of an opinion out on the match.
No.
It's the same thing with Fnatic. They're not going to feel like they're going to feel fine with this because they're like, well, we had to play with 2 subs, and they're not going to have expectations with that. They're not going to feel bad about the result. No one will.
Dude.
We need more props. We need a second wheel, please.
Dan had the idea to spin 2 wheels at the same
But
time.
then we got 2
That's
casters.
like Pandora's box, Dan. We can't do that.
2
That's
casters,
insanity.
2 wheels.
They'll catch fire. We know what you like with fire.
Great.
Dan likes to make fires in studios. This is your whole idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the whole plan all along.
Mine will be the wheel of
We
fire.
have a straight A rush. Speaking of fire, it's going to be baptism by fire. They try to push the A site, and it's going to be a complete
Hi,
failure.
guys.
And that's the end of the game.
That's good.
Okay.